So yo guys, welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be reacting to Aystar, Mist and Jaykae, Kop That Shit, episode 2. You know what the maddest thing is, yeah? It's like 20 to 11 right now, and I just came across this by accident. Like, I didn't know it just dropped. Like, it literally just dropped. But I came across it by accident. I was listening to music in it, and I wanted to look at Mist's profile. I was going to play like an old song of Mist whilst I was brushing my teeth in it. And then I go on his account on Spotify, and it says that he's on the Kop That Shit remix. I was like, what? This is not out yet. Then I go on YouTube, and then I see it just dropped 6 minutes ago. I was like, raw. Man needs to react to that ASAP, man. To that ASAP. Let's go. First remix is hard. I think it's hard better.
Make sure you cop that shit. Yeah.
Visuals are cold though. Cold.
Before we were finished.
Mist. Jaykae.
Yo, look, I'm a beast when I jump on these hits. I spit flames, I'm hot. These man are just shit. I had to bring it up to Brum just to unload the clip. I'm John Wick with the stick. I got some sick.
Yo, so he's done 2 different verses for each remix. That's good, man. Work rate heavy there, man. Shout out to Aystar, man.
Bring it up to Brum just to unload the clip. I'm John Wick with the stick. I got some sick kids that'll creep through your crib while you're the kid, or fly around the front with a brick. And don't get mad and try and come running out with your flick, cause them 4-4 shots are good to put you to kill. I got some kids that get weed off, they be moving like Jimmy, and they know I keep the hand thing with me. Shh, got shot and now they're asking did he do it like Diddy, cause he knows I'm on smoke like a ciggy. Glock's got 17 on the back like Curtis's top. You should feel the way it kicks when it pops.
Jeez, bar, you know. Man said the Glock's got 17. Like the back of Curtis's top. Curtis Jones.
17 on the back like Curtis's top. You should feel the way it kicks when it pops. I had to fly up to Cali just to set up some shop. Now I'm sending mids back to the pool like I'm Klopp. Listen, make sure you got that shit. Make sure you got that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit.
You better cop that shit. Suited and booted on my James Bond shit. I still got that stick. Swear.
What? Mist doing up Scouse accent for his verse, yeah?
Shit, but don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit.
You better cop that shit. Suited and booted on my James Bond shit. I still got that stick. Swerving ditches, gears get shifted. Everybody knows what Mist did. Sick made living, keep shit lit. It was me and Jaykae on a visit. Now I'm trying to get some dough out of misfits. Punch a man's lips in. I said punch a man's lips in. Let's have a straighten on the grass, you little grass. You didn't want to hout when I was brass. Aggravated bugs in a mask. 2 hands on a graph. 2 hands on when I'm banging the strap. That's 2 grand gone for the old boom bang. Settle the score, time to ride with the gang. Well planned sabotage. I'm in the bushes, army clothes, whistle duck trying to camouflage.
Make sure you got that shit.
What a verse from Mist. What a verse. He's funny as well though, man. Man kept on persisting with that Scouse accent. But that verse, that's probably the best verse so far.
Make sure you got that shit. And
Let's see what Jaykae's got to offer, man.
if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit, you get me? Just go and cop that shit. And if you ain't got that shit, then cop that shit. But don't be a little bum and go and rob that shit.
And if you ever make a mess, you better mop that shit. I got a missus, so my ex out to block that bitch. You got a chain before a strap from you were not that rich. 2014, I was in the what with Miss. I bought a gym and if I swing, then I will off that switch. You got a spare room at yours and let me clock that quick. 32, I can't believe my life has gone that quick. I made them wait for my album, they're like, drop that shit, it's coming. I promise, pro never novice, have to check myself cause sometimes I'm too fucking honest. I'm like you fucking sausage. A few need to cop it, need to stop snitching and start doing the porridge, getting gassed off a bitch and
What are these man doing with this Scouse accent, man? It's working.
a few need to cop it, need to stop snitching and start doing the porridge, getting gassed off a bitch and start losing your profit. Now they ain't got faith like Christopher Wallace, but I'm swinging like Adonis. How bad you fucking want it? Tell Aystar to hail up Thomas. Too real.
Make sure you got that shit. Make sure you got your little bum and go and rob that shit.
Okay, solid, man. If you didn't know, that Range Rover behind Mist is his. Bad boy. Okay, so my final thoughts. Yo, it's mad how life works, man. I can accidentally stumble on to this song releasing and I'm reacting it straight away, man. It's crazy. But separately, that song was 10 out of 10. You know what? I said the last one was 10 out of 10, yeah? I said the last one was 10 out of 10, but this one, yo, raw. Them two, Mist, Jaykae, they smashed it, man. Honestly, you know what? Might be a little bit of Brum bias. Mist is one of my favourite artists, and obviously I'm from Birmingham, so a bit of bias. But nah, you can't deny Mist didn't smash that. His verse especially. I think that's the best verse out of both remixes, honestly. I'd say Mist, Jaykae, Potter, Scraps. That's what I'm saying, it, man. I'm doing it. I think the Brum man smoked the London man out of their boots, man. Honestly, showing you man how to do it properly, man. But yeah, man, I rate that 10 out of 10. Like the other one, no issues with this one. Honestly, 10 out of 10, man. I'm not even guessing. If you didn't like that, I don't know what's wrong with your ears, man. Honestly. So yeah, man, that's me today. Tonight, should I say? Urban Music UK. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.